Yá'át'ééh. Hi, guys. Uh, Thank you so much for coming to this reading with me. Today's pretty much of an exciting day. I have not read a book in a while, and I want to say welcome if you are the first time seeing this book reading. My name is Demetria, or Dee, and I'm going to read this book to you guys today. It's one of my girls' favorite books. It's a little bit dark here, but this is called Stephannie and the Coyote. Stephannie do Ma'i. Stephannie do Ma'i. That means Stephannie and the Coyote in Navajo. And here's the back of the book. This is by Jack L. Groden. Yeah? Yeah, that's his name. All right, let's get started. Stephannie and the Coyote. I am Stephannie, and I have to get up early in the morning when I am half asleep. I think of all the things to do when I go out to herd the sheep. Maybe today I'll find the goat we lost. I don't know why it ran away. A coyote might have killed it. And I will find it dead, but I am as lazy as my donkey if I go back to sleep. Do you guys ever feel that way? Where you just don't want to get up and you're just like, oh, I want to go to stay asleep? Me too. My father always builds the fire and he bangs on our old stove. Then my mother knows he's hungry and she cooks when it gets warm. See, they're sleeping in a hogan, and right here is the stove where they cook, and they put all the fire in the middle of the hogan for it to be warm. I like to eat a big breakfast. So do I. I will be gone all day. We eat fried bread and mutton, and I like the way it smells. Then I drink lots of coffee. She drinks coffee? Okay. With plenty of sugar and cream. My kind of girl. Sugar, cream, and coffee? Check. I like making breakfast. It's so good. My father is taking the wagon to haul wood and water today. My mother is busy spinning so she can weave a rug. She spins the wool with a spinning stick that she rolls with the palm of her hand. I can card some wool for Mother, and I am learning how to weave. My dog is waiting for me. He wants to go to work. The sheep are crying, hurry, hurry. And my donkey wants to sleep. Sheep, hurry, hurry. Donkey, hee-haw, hee-haw. Now, the corral is opened and the sheep go out to graze. Work is easy in the winter. I don't have to water the sheep. I don't have to water the sheep. They eat snow for winter, but they hope it isn't deep. Our neighbor's sheep come close to us on every side around, and I must keep our sheep inside the land we call our own. We graze between two canyons where the coyotes run and hide. Our neighbors would not like it if our sheep ate up their grass. That's a big no-no when sheep and different animals go into somebody else's yard. I like to talk to my black dog and show him little tracks. My donkey is too lazy to notice anything. When I think about my donkey, I don't think of evil thoughts, because grandfather told me once, thoughts are very strong. They can travel every place and do somebody harm. That's true. A few days ago, we lost our goat. I try to find its tracks, and then I see a coyote's tracks going through the snow as well. And not too far away, I see a hungry coyote watching me. Before he turns to run away, I seem to hear that coyote say, I want to eat a goat today. Oh. Ma'i. Ma'i. I try to make my donkey run to quickly find the goat, but the lazy donkey doesn't care. He will not even try. When my big brother comes home from school, we can herd the sheep. He will kick the donkey's ribs so hard that it will run. I hope it's not an evil thought, but I think that it will hurt. Sounds like it hurts. Where's his ribs? His ribs are right here. And look at, she's on her donkey. So super cute. My dog, let me see. There we go. My dog is barking in the trees. He has found our missing goat. And that old goat has 2 new kids that she is keeping warm. I lift them to the saddle, and their mother follows us. They call to her, and she answers them. Don't you be afraid. You are too young to walk with the hungry coyote near. Go to sleep until we get home. Stephannie is our friend. Meh, meh. I think she's using her imagination in regards to what the animals are thinking. That's very smart. At night, I am hungry. I didn't eat all day, and when I am eating supper, my mother talks to me. She says she climbed the hill tonight because she thought that I was lost. Then she heard the sheep bells ring, and she hurried home to cook. If I was a mom and my babies didn't come home, I would be scared too, and I'd probably run on the hills and look for them. So that's a good mama. I tell my mother the reason I was late. I saved 2 sleepy little goats. The coyote wanted to eat them. That's her mommy right there. And her hair is in a traditional Navajo bun called the Yá'át'ééh. I don't have long hair enough to do it, but I will soon. I am just now thinking that maybe out somewhere there are some children that are old because they lost their way. Oh, there are some children that are cold because they lost their way. I will try to help them before I go to sleep by sending them some real good thoughts. That's a good idea. The best thoughts I can think. Children, if you're not Navajos, you may not know the trails, and if you hear a coyote howl, perhaps you are afraid. If you have no careful donkey to bring you safely home, I hope you find a little house where you can build a fire. And if your parents worry because it's cold and stormy, I hope they know that you are warm in that small house till morning. That's a great thought. That's a good thought of her to think. I hope you have hot mutton stew, as much as you can eat. And then when you have eaten, and it is getting late, I hope your bones are tired like mine, so you can go to sleep. She looks so cute sleeping. Oh. All right, let's see what it says down here. Stephannie is Stephannie Peaches, 7 years old. The couple posing as their mother and father are Mr. and Mrs. Curly Salt, her maternal grandparents. They do not speak English. Stephannie is learning English in the 2nd grade at school. Cool, huh? This is her sleeping in her hogan. And back in the day, traditionally, kids and families used to sleep on the floor. And there's still there's people all over the world who sleep on their floor. And they have little tiny homes to sleep in with all their families in it. Here's her wanting to go to sleep. She looks tired. Oh, look at her donkey. Well, I hope you like to read with me because I haven't read in a long time, and I'm so happy that you joined me for this book. I read this book to my kids all the time because times now are different. We live in an actual apartment or an actual house as opposed to how my grandparents used to live. They used to live in a hogan, and their parents used to live in a hogan and in a rock house. That's where my grandpa used to live. Is in a house made of rocks. And just remember that there's so many people all over the world who live differently. And this is just a little book talking about how Navajos live and maybe how they used to live or how even some Navajos live now. So thank you so much for joining me on my book read. I am so happy that you were here. I hope you guys are trying to keep a positive mind as much as I am every single day. I wish you good health, good mind, good body, good spirit. Yá'át'ééh. Thank you. And I will most definitely read a book to you again. Okay, bye.